Alright, we're back. We got some other half. Showed other half quite a few times. This is the double space cut, double dry hopped Imperial IPA, 8% alcohol. And let's just give it a little hazy IPA twirl. I don't know if it's hazy. It didn't say it was, but just in case, we'll get that sediment off the bottom. Doesn't look like there's any additional information, so we are going to go off looks, taste, and smell. And it was a hazy, so good. Imperial Hazy IPA, double dry hopped. So the aromas should be popping. Nice can, too. Aromas are not popping. They're not popping as much as I would have thought. I just get kind of like some light fruitiness. Yeah, not as much citrus as I would have imagined. Okay. This has a lot more flavor. Has some good malt sweetness. It's a very creamy mouthfeel. And a lot of juicy flavors, but they almost taste like candied peaches or something like that. It's not like tropical fruit or bright citruses. It's almost like a candied, those little peach rings? I think they have other flavors too, but those little peach gummies. That's kind of what I taste. And I get like a similar mellow vibe on here as well, on the nose. I dig it, actually. That's pretty fucking good. Okay, guys. We're going to be using some Shannon soaps. And this is Lakeshore Drive, and it's in their Rust Belt Reserve formula, which comes in 4 ounces, and it is their more premium offering, their more luxury offering. It has all the fancy butters and whatnot in it that are so good for your skin. This one is a beautiful aquatic scent. It has like this not sparkling nature, but this almost like sour character to it. Like a little twang to it, a brightness. It's got to be one of the citruses involved. Really nice aquatic scent. I got it lathered up right here in my Lancaster Razorworks shave bowl, and we're going to be using a Boar brush today. And the Boar brush on top is from Paragon Shaving out of Canada. And then the handle is made by Sawdust Creation Studios, which is, I refer to him as That Darn Dad, which is That Darn Rob's dad. And Bobby Moffett makes some really nice handles, and he cranks them out all the time. So this one was called Plum Crazy. It's kind of got this like plum purple with crimson mixed throughout. Really nice little brush here. And then we're going to be using the good old Schick injector here. Let me just grab it. Got my little Schick injector case. This is actually the first injector that I ever bought. Came in this little case with the blades and the razor there. Kind of cool, old school vintage razor. And I'll give you a better look at it right there. It doesn't have a blade in it right now because it was on loan to Brian over at the Wet Shave Experience. We did kind of a little swap, and I sent that along. So we are going to be using a Schick Proline B20 blade in it, and I kind of have to pull a little maneuver because the Proline B20 blades don't have the key, and I'll show you. This is the supply injector cartridge. It has this little key that helps load the Schick blades, and the Schick one right here, which is meant for Chevettes, does not have that little key. So what I had to do was I had to transplant a blade from here into here, which is really not that hard to do. All I did was I grabbed a pen so I could use the point, and I moved the little bar kind of towards the end, and I started sliding the blade in, and then from there I just put the top of the pen into the little slit right there and guided it back, and I made sure to keep the blade's edge away from this safety rail in order not to kind of dull the blade. And it was easy as that. Really not that hard to do. You got to take a little bit of care when you're doing it, but really not that hard to do at all. So let's load this up. We'll try to load it up on camera here. So right there where it says insert key, that's where we'll do it. We'll force it in, and then sometimes when it's unloaded, you got to kind of wiggle it into place. You'll see I'll put like a little torque. All I did was kind of torque that up in order to make it slide into place. And then once the blade is all the way in there, then you just pull the whole contraption back out and your blade is loaded. So easy as that. Looks like it's loaded up evenly. Looks like it's resting on the blade stops. So we're good. Good to go. I just figured I'd show you guys that. It's been a little while since I gave you a little tutorial on how to use a Schick injector. If you guys don't know, which you probably already do know, but Schick injectors are my favorite style of razors. I like the history, and I absolutely love the shaves that they give me. They are handsome razors. I think they have the best loading mechanism in the game. You never really have to touch the blade whatsoever if you don't want to. Like, you don't have to do what I just did. You could always just use the blades that come in the little cartridge that has the key, so you never actually have to touch it. Even when you're dispensing an old blade, you could just dispense it right out into like your used blade bank. You never have to touch the blade, and I absolutely love that about Schick injectors. But they look cool, they have cool histories, and I fucking love the shaves that they give. My favorite style of razors. I wish they got more love, but enough people use them. They have their following, and if you know, you know. And if you don't, you're fucking whack. Sorry and shit. And this time, it's funny, because last time I used the Rust Belt Reserve, I was kind of meh. The lather, I was like, it made a good lather, but I honestly felt like my first impression of the Shannon Soap's budget offering, I honestly felt like that made a better looking lather than the Rust Belt Reserve. But it looks like today, which would be my second time using the Rust Belt Reserve formula, looks like today I made a much better looking lather. I mean, this looks phenomenal. And it's funny because my first impression of the scent the first time using Lakeshore Drive, I was just kind of like, it's alright, not the best aquatic. This time, I like it a little bit more. I don't know. The second experience seems to be a lot better. Alright, let's get to shaving. Lather looks dense. Looks creamy. It feels creamy on the face. That's what she said. I had a good day at work today. Nobody called in. I went in and everything that I was scheduled to do is what I did. There was no surprises. No bad news. I just kind of went in, did what I had on my docket, and left. There was no, gotta go to this office and cover this guy. There was no bullshit, no riffraff. It just, everything went as planned. And it's kind of nice to have one of those days every now and then where everything just goes as planned. So, good day today. The Paragon Boar knot. I used to see them more often, like last year or 2 years ago. Or maybe it was 2 years ago. But I don't see people talking about their Boar knot offerings as much anymore. Obviously, people are still using Boar knots, but I definitely don't hear people talking about them as much anymore, which makes me wonder, you know, are the Boar knots finally dying out? I mean, obviously I don't think they'll fully die out, but are they going to finally start taking a back seat because budget badgers are now a thing? You know? If you can get a budget badger, why even bother with the boar, you know? Why bother with the break-in period? And sure, certain badgers might have a little bit of a break-in period of their own, but it's not the same. The initial use is going to be much more enjoyable, you know, than the initial use of a boar knot, in my opinion. The Boar knots have done the job for a very long time, and they will continue to do the job till the end of time. They're just, I just kind of wonder, are budget badgers kind of pushing them out, you know? Are they taking up more of the market space? Because I definitely don't see as many boars on Shave of the Days as I used to, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just missing them. I only have 2 or 3 boar knots in my den, and I like them all. I do enjoy them all. They're in my rotation, you know what I mean? I don't have a massive brush collection. I have a respectable collection. I keep looking up there because that's where they are, but I have a respectable collection, but I don't have a massive selection. So everything gets its use, you know what I mean? Everything gets called up to bat from time to time, and just look at that. Just fucking look at that. That is dense, creamy. I love it. That's good looking lather right there. Ooh, holy shit. And I think I overloaded, huh? Got lather just begging to bloop. Very nice. And I'm pretty much just painting it on. I already did the initial scrub. I don't need to scrub any further. The tips on this have already broken down. This is very soft. It's very soft when I'm scrubbing, and it's very soft as a painter. So it's already broken in. I've put plenty of use on this old Paragon Boar. So very comfortable now. It's not the densest, but that's never stopped me from getting a good lather with it. It actually works out quite well. The only thing about a not dense brush is I don't think they hold on to as much lather. So I'll dip back into my bowl from time to time to pick up some more. In this case, I have too much lather. I'm just painting on the volume. Alright, let's get this against the grain. There's nothing like a fresh, Schick Proline B20. These are my favorite Schick injector blades. And this pack was actually sent to me from Duck Fat on Instagram. He's a buddy of mine. And he's been a long time supporter. And he actually sent these blades to me along with some soaps and aftershaves and whatnot a while back, and just blew me away with his generosity. And dude has been really supportive throughout my whole journey on social media. Just real good guy, real supportive dude. And I really appreciate Duck Fat. It just feels so good. And this is the razor. This is the razor that got me hooked on Schick injectors. You know what I mean? Eventually, I found the Schick Goat 500, which is the Schick Golden 500. If you don't know, if you know, comment below, baby. Sorry, I was watching BBS Live. BBS Live is actually going on right now, but I had to get my shave in at some point, so they'll be going before me, and they'll be going long after I get done with this video, so it's all good. But I had to show some love to Melly Mel right there, using his signature voice and the way he says things. Comment below. If you haven't checked out Melly Mel on YouTube, definitely check him out. He's been doing it way longer than I have. He's a super cool dude, super supportive, and he also does some fragrance coverage. So that's pretty cool. He gets a little bit of, throw some knowledge on you about you know, budget colognes, and then his knowledge about wet shaving is pretty fucking vast, so that's cool too. And if you're not aware of BBS Live, which I'm pretty sure everybody in the whole fucking wet shaving community is aware of BBS Live at this point, but if you're not, it's a show they do on Instagram, and it's a live show, and it goes on for like 3 hours straight, if not more, every other Thursday. So definitely worth checking into that. I think it usually starts about like 5 p.m. It starts around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is the only time that matters. Just gotta let you know. West Coast, baby. Pacific Northwest, to be exact. Alright. So, Shannon's Rust Belt Reserve came out with a spectacular second performance. I don't know why. I don't know what it was. It was obviously me, not the soap. Not like I had a bad first experience, but it wasn't an impressive first experience. It was just kind of like, okay, that's a good soap. This time, I made a fucking beautiful lather. The scent seemed more tangy. It seemed more bright, and I don't know. I enjoyed it more this time. Let me get the, it's fucking slick as shit. I got, even after drying my hands on this towel, I could still feel the, it's like there's still something, you know? Let me grab my Lancaster towel, the clean one. We'll get the slickness off the face. So yeah, really good shave. Got lather fucking hiding out behind the ears, getting all on the backside of my fucking head and everything. All kinds of lather. That's what happens when you make too much lather. Ends up fucking everywhere when you're trying to dry it off. So, really good second showing from Shannon's. I need to pick up one of their aftershave splashes. I gotta know. So I need to pick up one of their aftershave splashes and give that a shot. They have plenty of offerings, so maybe I'll be doing some shopping with Shannon's pretty soon. But had a wonderful shave with the Paragon brush and the Schick injector, my first Schick injector. That's the Type G, I believe, which is a good starter. If you're looking for a vintage Schick injector, and maybe you're looking for your first Schick injector, look for Schick injector Type G. Alright, and we're going to finish it off with the Bear Juice Nantahala from Murphy and McNeil in collaboration with Black Mountain Shaving. And it's kind of got this murky, milky, oh, almost didn't show you the quality restrictor there. You thought I was going to forget. Alright, let's get a little bit of the splash. This stuff smells amazing. It's also an aquatic. It's definitely got a different vibe than Lakeshore Drive, but it's another beautiful aquatic fragrance, and that just hit the spot today. Let's go back for another round. Why the fuck not? We're already over 20 minutes. We have already went long. Nothing to lose now. Alright. So, wonderful shave. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for all the support you constantly give me. Cheers, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.